Uh, so here prepping some pots. Did a lot of weeding, and here they are. Check this out. Snappo noticed this when he was mowing. All kind of lilies. So what I'm doing is gonna collect all the loose ones that aren't rooted yet, and then start the little seasonal nursery with crinum lilies. So every season, as in spring and summer, I spend it pretty much in the yard, gardening, growing as much as I can with as little as I can, and spreading it as far as I can. These crinum lilies, I believe the origin of these specific ones are John Prince Park or Bryant Park, one of the two in Lake Worth, right on the seawall in the intercoastal. And they're just mowed down. I showed in one video how, if you could see this. Okay, let me show you. So, these are the ends of this flowering. They're usually very, very big, and they're very fragrant. They're delicious. And then, after the flowers dry, looks a little something like this. And then, it'll start bulbing. And these bulbs, the weight will just, this whole stem will fall, and they'll just scatter themselves amongst the ground. And they're everywhere. And they look like little brains. Let me see if I can perch y'all up on something. Every time I go live, my nose is like watering. I get so nervous for some reason. Sorry. This have a little thing on this phone case. Might be able. Oh, hey, it stands, but you can't see the ground, I don't think. I was out here doing some reading too. Wanted to show y'all these. I make these with resin, and you can't really see the detail of all the stuff in them, but just about every seed I could find on site, and then some. There's even a mason bee part, flower petals, a clove, a bunch of stuff in there, money rice, sterling, copper, Shiva shell, or a cat's eye, and they work really well. So I'm always taking notes while I'm reading, and this has become very valuable in that it just holds the page open. I'm sure y'all have seen them, but I have a silicone mold for this, and a few different shapes, even a heart-shaped one, and I'm more than happy to make more with anything in it. I could do one with just snake skin, anything. Whew. I still look so tired. Oh, spiky crinum lilies. They're everywhere. So if anybody would like, they do well inside if you're up north for a container plant. However, it's definitely a tropical. They don't require a lot of care. One of the plants that you could seriously forget about, one of these bulbs fell behind a desk that wasn't moved for like 2 years, and not only was it still alive, it was growing. It didn't grow much because no sun behind a desk, but wow, there's a bunch here. Where's it? Can you see? Should be some gloves going under a log. Got a lot of wildlife here. Anything with roots, trying to keep that's already rooted in. So just let it do its thing. And if anybody wants to trade different seeds and things, even seeds that they eat, I'll show you the tree in a second. I'll show you now. So this is a seed from my friend Mark. And Mark eats the coolest, most unique fruits every day. And like, you could call him and he'll either be on a different like side of the planet or he'll be at like a very niche, a specific market down in Miami to get a certain bread, and then drive to Fort Lauderdale to get a certain like meat to put. It's fantastic. And this, you know, I'm 5'9", and it's this tall. Here's the center, 5'9". So it's pretty dang big. It's only a few years old. Black or chocolate sapote. I gotta remember to send him some updated pictures. Last time I sent it to him, it was down here. Chocolate sapote. Sorry about my. And the mulberries, absolutely full. All of them are. And these are just from a park. Hey, Glass! The winter is finally dying down, so I'm finally able to get back outside. I was hitting new levels of depression I did not know possible. But can finally, it gets really cold out here. And, you know, I take mosquitoes any day than the cold. Only because we're not very properly prepared down here. Like, I have one wool sweater at this point, and try to go to a store to get warm clothes. It wasn't. So eBay's the way to go. Just learn your fabrics, learn what keeps you cool, what keeps you warm, and then you'll know exactly to get, just like medicine. But isn't that cool? I love this one paddle specifically. And no palette. It's another one, if you find them, you could just snap a thing off and stick it in the ground and you'll have it. And then the young pads are edible. Got a few, what is it called? Jesus, I can't think. Shoot. Prickly pears. They're kind of like tomatoey, almost tomatoey fruits. And this is probably the thing I'm most proud of. Not this elephant ear, because it's not getting enough light, so it's not very happy. But this orchid vine, that's vanilla bean. And now I have another one that is just as big, but it's not potted yet. So I'm going to try to cut it down into multiple plants. Tomorrow I'm going to a plant meetup. Hopefully I could film some to show y'all. And I usually do some plant trades and like plant raffles and stuff like that. So I'm really stoked. Really stoked to be back in spring. I can't say it enough. This mulberry is everbearing, I believe. I call it the 222 mulberry because it's from my grandparents' house. Grew up eating from this. For some reason, my family never trusted eating off of plants. You know, if it doesn't come in a box, like they don't trust it. Type of slowly starting to break out of that. But when I was a kid, I ate everything, and I was really into eating anything I could forage. A lot of weeds. And, of course, made sure I ID'd everything first. Like, you know charcuterie vines? They're called rosary peas. This is one thing I still get a little scared inside thinking about. Because I collected these since I was a kid. They're everywhere, so I'm not really worried about them going everywhere. Resistance is futile. I collected these since I was a kid. Huge bottles of them, bags of them. If you so much as break this and it gets into your bloodstream, you're dead. Absolutely dead. Some guy actually, I think they call it the hippie suicide. Suicide. Sorry, it's so funny. He tried to end his life with courtesies, but he ate charcoal. What was it? Activated charcoal first. So they were able to flush his stomach. Very, very toxic. And actually, a lot of museums refuse to sell the jewelry made from them in the gift shops because the people who make the beads, if they prick their fingers and it gets in their bloodstream, they're dead. And a lot of people die using those or making stuff out of them. And I know I tried to drill through them when I was a kid, when I got my first Dremel. And PSA, don't do that. And I go through my thumb a lot with Dremels, so I would have definitely introduced some of that to my bloodstream. And really scary. I love jewelry made out of them. I have a suspicion that my rabbit might have got a bead. And I make jewelry, so there's always beads laying around. I make triple thousand sure that there aren't Jakurti seeds, but you know, human error does. Why won't you stop? And yeah, so please be careful with those. That's why they're everywhere in the yard, and I like to use what I could forage or collect myself and produce myself, or is in my surroundings. But I really don't want somebody's like rabbit or something to chew their bracelet or something like that, or their kid to chew it. I don't know. So the only way I will sell Jakurti seeds, like in jewelry and creations, is in resin. And you'll see it in that big red thing, the red and black, that's a Jakurti seed, or rosary pea. They're known by many different things. And the little bits of glitter, these silver bits of glitter, is glitter from the 1960s. If I use glitter, best believe it's going to be ancient. Well, it's not ancient. It's right down the street. Oh, look at that. There's a little crinum lily, and in a few months, it'll be this big. And within like 2 years, it'll be huge. These huge babies, they go for like $100 at a nursery. Nurseries, like discount nurseries, it doesn't matter. They're very expensive. Not for long. It's gonna be like the reverse what they did to skirt steak. Skirt steak used to be like the most affordable cut of beef. And, you know, tender and all that. Sorry, plant-based people. I do a lot of manual labor, so I take what food I eat into consideration. It's fuel. Oh! Did I just get karma? That's a turd. I just touched a turd. I'm not even kidding. Full disclosure. There's a turd. Do you see the turd? There's a little turd. Well, I only touched it a little bit. I guess I'll just continue getting my turd bulbs. It's natural, right? All these are going to be planted anyway, like right away. And we got all the little pots ready. I think these are all kind of in there, so I'll wait. I'm going to wait to pull these ones until I have the pots ready, and then I'll just come over here and stick them all in their own pots. Pretty cool looking though. Like, that's why I say they look like little brains. And they're so fun to collect. I wish these were edible. Oh my god, they're so abundant. Gonna be pulling up some cassava. Oops. I can't operate with one hand. There's some dragon fruit on the pine tree that fell. I fell out of that pine tree actually. I had a yoga trapeze in it, and I don't really trust pine limbs to begin with, but excuse the angle. I was coming over here for a reason. Oh yeah, cassava. Right here is a ton of cassava. And this stuff grows like crazy. Yeah, really cool. But you could just snap them off. Watch. Ready? Oh! Yeah. You ready for it? Yeah. Put that shit in the ground. And you got cassava. And these roots, if I had my shovel, pulled one of these out, they're huge. Bigger than my face, I'm sure. I do need to learn how to tell which ones are prime for eating and which ones are too old. But starch, I'm making little Zone 10 gardening kits for anybody interested. Prices negotiable, barter, trades, anything welcome. I don't mind trades at all because that's like how I got a lot of the variety that I do have. Just trading what I have with people that have stuff I don't have. But anywho, the cassava, the mulberry, the bananas maybe, because there's small ones. I'm trying to keep it to cuttings and seeds. And what it is, it's a forage-friendly, fail-proof, forage-friendly prepper's garden. And it's just the very easy stuff. Like the seeds I'm trying to get in bulk are Seminole pumpkin and mustard leaf. Florida broadleaf mustard does really well in my area, which is southeast Florida in the swamps. And really big, beautiful leaves. They're incredible with like tuna salad, anything. And you could use them as wraps and stuff like that. Also, tree spinach, which is chaya. Here's the tree. Tree spinach. You just boil it once to get the. I'll just check over here. I did have to interrupt a presumed snake nest because I couldn't ID it. The head was too big to be for me to be comfortable for like IDing it. I don't know. Oh, there's the mulch that's left. Used a ton of it. I mean, we got so much of this from found. If you need mulch, and especially if you need free mulch, because it could get really expensive. This was 100% free, and if you did, it is nice. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. It smells really good, and it's nice and moist. So what you do, and I know this has like become quite popular, but I'll still, you know, it's not common knowledge for everybody. But free mulch, it's become competitive. So you just pretty, it's very moist. It's kind of stuck. So your arborists or your local tree cutting down people, call them and ask if they need a place to dump, because double check that it's mulch, because you will get a lot of logs. So be prepared for that. Big logs that we wouldn't be able to move in a million years. And it was pretty intense actually, but you know, chainsaw, yeah, that will do that. But anyways, be prepared for logs, and you could always ask some questions about like what the load is going to be like. We got it to the point that they would call us first and ask if they wanted to, or if we wanted it, and exactly what trees it was. And not last drop, but the drop before, it was mango and pine trees. It was incredible. And a lot of coconuts, so we got a lot of palm trees, a lot of coconut trees, and they're absolutely full. I could go over there. This is years in the making. This is yet another one of my passion projects. Is ow, God! Ow! That hurts so bad. My feet are freezing. I just kicked that full force. Anywho, I still have this bowl. I don't need this bowl. I was kind of. What was I doing over here now? I need a streaming buddy so to be like talking, because me on my own isn't. Bamboo. I gotta get the vine out of it though, and things are coming out of like hibernation, like I am, because it's really cold. But that's elderberry from the side of the road. If I could reach, maybe I could reach it. Yeah, that's elderberry. And it's a few years old. There's just one cutting is stuck into the ground. It's associated with the underworld because the stems are hollow, so you can make flutes with them. Oh yeah, I remembered. The coconut trees are absolutely full. I am a Floridian, so naturally I'm terrified of coconut trees. Ugh. I feel nothing but fear standing here. But water, the best water. Oh my God, I cannot wait to start bringing it. Now last year, the bunch was here, swear to God. It's insane. It's insane. And got a ton of babies, and you'll see them everywhere. Like, here's one, and it's just in a coconut. If you find a coconut, just bring it home if it's not all dried out and hollowed, because they grow really fast. Oh, that's so scary. When you hear them fall, you feel the thump from very far away too. So, and the same thing with this yucca plant. It was very short compared. I think it needs food and coffee. Real quick though. Here's my face. Anytime I need to feel small, I just come by this KYNTO or that cactus. And this KYNTO is just from a bulb from the park. A lot of the public parks have KYNTO, especially here in Florida. And this is from one paddle that was just in an alleyway on the floor, being ran over. I think it was pretty thankful to be picked up because its mother was just the size of the fence. It's insane. Granted, they trim it probably, so it probably doesn't grow very tall. Oh, I can get to this. This is, I don't trust it, but maybe I do just for a little swing. Can I do it with one hand? Nope. So, I really like climbing, but I like, gosh, my hands are so cold, that burnt. But, prusik knots. I can make a video on these because I've never had a lot of climbing equipment. And granted, I'm in Florida, so there's not mountains or anything like that, so I always climb just trees. But it's so much easier to get down and to ensure you could get down if you use one of these little systems. And so what I do is just take a big round circle thing, and you want a strong circle thing. So I got that circle thing from oh, I could zoom, right? Yeah. So that circle thing. I wanted a strong circle thing, so I got it from a marine supplier, as well as the rope. This rope needed to hang out in the sun for a little bit because it was marine rope, so it was very soft, very beautiful, very expensive. I mean, this little piece was like a decent amount, like more than I think it would be. And all I do is like climb up the tree regular, but then I'm able to slide down, or like if I want to climb up this way, and it's pretty easy. I don't want my feet on camera. I got like 8. I'm definitely on monkey. I don't care. Oh! Oh! It's so nice. Just not the spider web. It's just swinging. Just hanging around. It's really nice. Oh! My legs stuck. Landed in this nice nest. Oh, there's so much spider web. But yeah, really looking for more like safe trees to climb because it's just that little. And for anything other than having a little fun swinging back and forth, can't really do. I mean, it's not like I could climb up there. And then I was on a yoga trapeze. The branch was like 5 times bigger than that, and it snapped. And it was the only time that I could really remember going in slow motion. Meaning, I was under the branch, and when it snapped and I was starting to fall, I was able to like slow-mo, to push myself out. So instead of it hitting my head and like crushing my spine, because I would have just like, I don't know, like slinky or something, I was able to push myself out and it landed over my legs. And there was a trench from like feet grinding feet sliding on the ground for a long time. And yeah, so there was a trench. I didn't get hurt at all. I got like a little scrape on my leg, but I will say it took like a good few minutes to even look down because I was afraid my leg was broken, honestly. Because a lot of times you won't feel anything. You'll feel discomfort, but you won't feel. Like, there's a girl that got ejected from her car and thrown into a phone line. That has to be like the toughest human on this planet to like just be fine after that. And yeah, look that up. I'm carrying a big pot. Girl, telephone line, or electric line, really intense, really tough chick. And she's just like, yeah, it didn't hurt, it's just really uncomfortable. Oh my god. Boss, dang. Okay, so to avoid myself from rambling on too long, I'm going to pop on KYNTO actually, because I'm trying to get another fundraiser together for Mario. Haiti is like, Haiti is hell on earth right now, and the news don't really go into it other than like bandits and stuff, but might not be able to help Haiti, but like certainly Haitians and individuals like get snuffed out in the worst ways when like these larger than life like situations take place. And Mario, when I first met Mario through Instagram, he had art school, he had dozens of students, his whole family, and then the earthquake, and then the president, and now he has nothing. It's him and his granddaughter that's left, and he's still making art somehow. But I don't know. Maybe there's a way to like get him out until it like passes, and then he could go back or something. Because actually in Miami we have the largest population of Haitians who have migrated. So I don't know. Every time I tried to talk to somebody about it here, they're like, "Why do you care?" Or like, even worse, like I don't think there are too many Haitians here is an appropriate response for any fucking thing, and it's just that really bugging me. And like he's just like suffocating in this hell, and like still managing to create art, and I just can't I can't just not think about that all the time, you know. It's like what was happening with Gonzalo Lira. Like the whole world was just like watching the whole world like wish death upon this dude, and then I looked into the dude, and he's just a dude. My heart hurt very much, and it still does because he's dead. Still can't believe it. That's really, really wild. He was saying that for a long time. But I don't know. We can only change so much, but we really like God, we really have so much in us that like could really affect some change, not even like in the world, but like in somebody else's life. And Mario for me is that person right now, and he's always meant a lot to me because just a really interesting human being, and stuck in such a situation, it's not good. And so actually maybe if you go to my website, and I'm actually doing doing that now as soon as I go back in, I'm trying to get all the information in my notebooks onto Subtropical, and it's Subtropical Botanica. Maybe I could type it. You can't type? Why can't I? Okay. Oh. Not sure. I don't know. But individuals always get snuffed out, and that's a tough one. And yeah, I just think, I mean, I don't know. Stay creative and like keep yourself good, because you can't help anybody unless like you're good yourself, and then your family, your friends. And but a lot of times it's just something like awareness, or like sharing a page, and it sounds silly, but it's been proven time and time again. So I'm really just actually not so much trying to raise money, but I'm trying to just get people to reshare his profile. His art is really, really intense, and if you go on Instagram, I think he's just on Instagram, and it's Atis, ATIS, so Alpha Tango Indigo Saxophone. Wait, what is S? Sierra, no, Sax, go, no. What is the phonetic for S? I always forget. Sierra. It's gonna be Sierra right now. I think it might be Alpha Tango Indigo Sierra 198 is his Instagram. The art is wild, and like I just, world is in such a state, it feels like futile, like, I'm sure for a lot of artists, but it's not, and art is pretty dang important. Not just to me, I'm sure a lot of people. But anyway, before I get, because it is really heavy, but I want to prepare better words before I try to actually, like, describe, it's just, the best thing to do would be look at his Instagram, and again, it's Alpha Tango Indigo Sierra 198, and it's Mario Pierre Luis or Mario Art, and yeah, let me know, like, let me know any ideas or anything, absolutely anything. Please never hesitate to message me. The easiest way it would be KYNTO, because you don't have to download KYNTO to use it. You could just go on the web version, which is KYNTO.us, and it's on my website, so you can even just, and I really want to stop saying my website, but it's just me right now. Trying to get all my notes onto it, but I really want more people to be involved, so if there's any, like recipe or myth or local legend, urban legends you ever wanted to share anywhere and have it posted, my website's open for all. The easiest way is to just DM me on Facebook or Instagram the text and what you want the title to be and what you want to, how do you want to be credited by your name or an alias, and if you have any links, all is welcome. Like, you're more than welcome to self-promote. I'm trying to make that like one of the main causes with it, other than just sharing cool tidbits of human history, mythology, herbalism, cool plants, just folk traditions, you know, the little things that turn mundanity into magic. And yeah, so symbolism, of course. I'm working on now trying to track down all the little Rosicrucian links in Pennsylvania. I really want to plan a trip to Pennsylvania. That's where most of my family comes from, on my on one side of my family, and yeah. So one of the first Rosicrucian spots is there, and they actually have a pyramid, and at the entrance it just says "try." It's so dope. I can't get over it. Like, I just, and like the feeling you get like in front of like these mysterious, like, I don't know, symbol dripped buildings. I just love it. There's nothing better to me than a good old building, and it's just a mysterious feeling. Life is stranger than fiction, and I don't know, I guess I just I don't know if, like, I've gamified my life, because I see that going around now. I'm like, oh, that kind of sounds like what I do. Because, like, for instance, if I'm, like, doing weeds and stuff, and if I find a snail shell, in my mind, I'll say 5 points. And it just keeps me going, like, on little things, and it's just silly, I guess. And, yeah, but cool stuff in Pennsylvania, and I'm always looking for different spots that I've never learned in. There's the water facilitation, water facility. It's like a Grecian or a Roman style building. It's gorgeous, and I cannot wait to get up there. And probably during the summer, because I really want to try to do like some magnet fishing on Lake Erie. And yeah, so anybody in Pennsylvania, please don't hesitate to share some gems, because gosh. Ha! Ow. I stepped on that. And I didn't even move. But yeah, I'm going to pop on KYNTO though. Check out KYNTO, KYNTO. KYNTO. You could type, share it's a streaming service, but it's also an avatar chat, and you could build a room. And all the pixel art that I make goes right to KYNTO. So, and I'm more than happy to make anything specific. I tried to make Roseanne's couch from the sitcom Roseanne, and some other stuff. And I want to do more mythological creatures
and Beasts of Legends. And if anybody has any, how do you say it? What is it called when you like make a request? If anybody has any requests, I work better like that. Right now everything is limitless. Like pixel art, I can make anything in pixel art, and like I don't really have anybody right now saying like you should make this, and I like that a lot. I like doing custom art a lot for that reason too, because gosh, when something's too limitless, like drawing, like sometimes I just don't know what to draw. That's why a lot of my drawings start with just random mark on the paper, because gosh, where do you even start? Ooh. That's what I'm having a little trouble with. And last night I sat down at 9 p.m. to start typing out my notes for Subtropical. It turned to 2 in the morning somehow, and I didn't put a single thing on paper except charmed up trees. My focus is out of whack right now. And yeah, so please do check out Subtropical Botanica, Botanica. And if you have a local business, doesn't matter what it is. You could be an electrician, you could be a plumber, you could be a fashion designer. I have a small local page, and feel free, any links. And yeah, I just want to use it to kind of collect cool information, have a little shop to sell like extra stuff or little creations, and promote other people and have other people able to promote themselves on it. I know self-promotion could get a little crazy, like on Facebook or whatever, but it's gotten to the point you can't share your shops anywhere. And like you could share Amazon listings and like all that, and you can share Etsy listings if it's not your shop. And like half the groups I try to join, they won't even accept me because I have a shop linked onto my page. And like, I get it, but dang, it's getting to be impossible to promote anything. And yeah, so please do feel free to find me on Facebook, Instagram, anywhere, and just start a conversation on what you would want on Subtropical. And KYNTO, I'm always on KYNTO, so I like KYNTO best because my brain is just like in 50 different places right now. KYNTO reads out the messages, so I don't miss anything. And I'm trying to use KYNTO while I stream also, so then people can chat in KYNTO and I'll read up the things and you'd be able to hear them too, and then I could answer to it, because sometimes I don't remember to look at the comments often, and so a lot of times I'll look and then I won't look again, and then I'll miss something in that moment. And I always feel bad when I go back and I see questions that I'm not ignoring people on purpose. I think people naturally are good judge of character, and I feel like y'all could judge me based on my scattered brain, but I'm definitely a scattered brain, so. And I got like 3 passion projects going right now, and every single one of them needs community and people, and all are welcome. And Subtropical is specifically to celebrate like everything. It's really hard to put into words. Really need somebody to have conversations with, so I could, somebody with like time, I guess, I don't know, because I have such a hard time trying to fit like these ideas into words, because it's the first time that I've decided to like throw myself out them full force. And I've always done that. Like, I'm definitely driven by ideas, and I think ideas are one of the most magical parts of being a human. The fact that I could just be sitting there like zoning out and be like, oh, I want to make a yellow like bracelet with like, you know, something very specific, and I'll go make it, and it's my favorite bracelet I've ever had, and stuff like that. And that's just one example. Idea, like even randonauts, I like the concept of it because it like tries to put you in a place that you've never been before and you would have no reason to go. And gosh, I find the cool stuff just like listening to whatever internal clock there might be within, because I'll purposely just like not pay attention to where I'm going, and I'll like once at a graveyard, like cemetery, my body just turned and I walked right to this grave that had 2 dolls on each side of it. And it's just little things like that. Just, you know, go where you're flowing. And it sounds cheesed up or whatever, but it's true. And yeah, keep your mind unclogged so you could hear everything coming from inside in the first place. But I'm gonna run and grab a drink. I think I'm just gonna leave this stream up for a second because these trees are very nice. I mean, maybe that's not everyone's cup of tea. There is like a wicked sunset, but it's not that wicked. Maybe it's really cute. You're in a pot. You're in the pot. We just retrieved. Ain't that nice one? Grew a papaya in there, and that's in the front yard. Full of fruit. Keep meaning to make some green papaya, how do you say, relish, salad, everything. Green papaya, it is so good. When you cook it, it's like almost like a sweet potato, rutabaga, yam-like texture and sweetness. It's really, really good. I shall grab my cup. I may or may not have forgotten where I put y'all. Y'all play COD? Because I think I'm gonna go on because I need some waking up. And out here in the Florida swamps, probably would usually like walk around downtown to, you know, wake my mind up or like, but there is no downtown. There is no town. Anyway, so I've actually taken quite nicely to, well, I don't know nicely, I'm having the time of my life, to PS4, because that's what I have access to, and the live, like, fighting games, I find that to be vital to my daily routine now. Anytime I need, like, to, just wake up, because it's like a full body experience. Some of like you get so into it, and like the adrenaline, and I'm not very good, and it's not like part of like, you know, my like I'm pretty much open to just about everything on this planet, and everything is fruit. Everything is fruit. I wanted to build some stuff out of this. This is my childhood but this was, instead of like playing dolls, I liked making little and I thought it would be a fun thing to do with others. And because I want to build some fencing to make little fenced-in areas for greens and stuff so they don't get trampled. And I was thinking that the Brazilian peppers, the small baby fresh growth Brazilian pepper trees, they grow like straight up, and it's really easy to get all the branches off. So I thought those would be perfect because there's a lot everywhere, and I feel like neighbors would not mind if I asked for pieces of Brazilian pepper, because I don't think I have enough. I have a few pieces cut, and then Snappa was pretty good at keeping it all cut down, and I think for once there's not enough Brazilian pepper. But I really want to make this fencing. And trellises. I usually try to make trellises, but I haven't tried making them like serious planting, because my whole life my gardens have been in containers until 5 years ago, when joined forces with Snappa. We actually met via plants. I was IDing a plant, and so have a full forest edible food forest growing it. Really only work on it during the hotter months because it is very cold, and I don't share it enough because it's a very huge deal to me to pack an area of food so I could, like, there is an unlimited stash of it. And I always say I have a black thumb. I just really like growing plants, because as far as like little vegetable gardens, not my strong suit, but like natural areas or like permaculture little food forests, yeah. And I could do it for just about nothing, and just learning what plants don't require any care. Oh, hi lizard. There's a lizard. I don't want to scare. Yeah. Alright, on that note, better get back to work. If you want to discuss mythology and help me put together some articles for Subtropical, I'm going to be on KYNTO. I'm just going to have it open and the mic probably on, so I'll just probably be reading out loud, but it'd be alright to join in on, and I could very much use people to discuss with, because as something as big as like human history, there's so many moving parts and so many viewpoints, and I just want to put like very simple bite-sized inspirational pieces like for now on Subtropical, but I do not want to have anything that's just wrong, because I'm not trying to fit things into molds. I just want to present things as they are. And on that note, I'm gonna hop off, and thank you all for hanging out, and please do feel free to come back. And the mosquitoes are returning. The mosquitoes are brutal out here. Gosh, what has Asif done to my brain? Shout out to Asif here on YouTube. Dude's the funniest human in Florida right now, I swear to God. Hilarious. Okay, happy trails. Oh, my blind ass. Why do I always see this little thing and I always want to read it, and it's like, are you sure you want to stop studying me? And oh no.